Hey, Tuesday the Manga, so I'm right back again with another video. We're going to call this a manga idea. This is an idea for a manga I want to see made. I don't think it ever will happen by the creators of the tenchi manga. Now, this would be a spin-off manga. If you guys didn't know, if you watched the first tenchi movie, in Nobuyuki's bedroom, which is Tenchi's father, you see a Beatles poster hanging up. So that gave me the idea. Wouldn't it be cool if there was a Beatles an adventure in the Tenchi universe featuring the Beatles? Now here's how I'm setting this up. Now, unbeknown to George, Paul, John, and Ringo, all three of them have a connection to the Jirayan Empire. It should be known their parents didn't even realize this, but somehow, through some long-lost ancestors, Yosho is not the only Jirayan on Earth, but he doesn't realize this either. But later on, through trial and experimentation, it's discovered that Beatles music will actually increase Jirayan's powers to a certain extent, though that ability has never been tested in combat. And the reason this is discovered is one time a Jirayan healer who is experimenting with different types of earth music to see if it affects anything, uses a Beatles song, which I'm going to say would be Strawberry Fields Forever. And it somehow increases her Jirayan powers. She's not sure what's going on. She reports this to who would have been the emperor at that time. And Yosho and others just find this amazing. Aika herself, we see again, Aika actually really does enjoy the music, but she doesn't remember this later on. So what is the connection with Beatles, and how come it can power up Jirayan powers? Well, we later on find... Now, this is where the timeline takes a switch. The night John Lennon is going to be assassinated, it happens. But Yoko's in the same room. And John, he doesn't care about himself. He's worried about Yoko. So his powers, his Jirayan powers that were dormant, activate, creating the Jirayan shield. His version of it is specifically strong enough so it can actually repair and bounce off bullets. So the assassin gets killed instead of John. I mean, he's ecstatic he's alive, but he's wondering, "Oi, lads, how did that happen?" I mean, John Lennon Conquest was a kid, but never thought he'd get superpowers. And it should be noted, at the same time his powers activated, so the other three Beatles. George can suddenly hear the voice of the trees. Yeah, he can see what they see and just all that kind of stuff. Paul can manipulate plants. And Ringo can summon the Guardians, or variations of the Guardians. His Guardians are dressed in Sergeant Pepper's gear and have the mop top haircuts, and they're named Madrid and O'Brien. Yeah, go figure. But anyways, I mean, they're wondering what's going on. Some of these powers manifesting, but they feel something drawing them to a certain spot in Japan. They don't know why, and they go there and they meet Nobuyuki, Yosho. And he can sense their Jirayan connection, but they're wondering, how do we have these abilities? This never happened to us before. And Yosho theorized that their powers have activated because of the stress that Lennon was put under to protect the one he loves the most. And I may be getting Yoko confused, but anyways. Now, Yosho can't leave Earth, but he teaches the Beatles to use their powers to create a ship of their own so that they can go to the Jirayan and find out how they're linked. Of course, being the Beatles, they create a space-traveling yellow submarine. And then the adventure goes on from there. And should we know where this stuff is going on, this is before Tenchi. But at some point, I want this to link up to the main Tenchi series where the Beatles come from outer space and team up with Tenchi and save the world. Or save the universes. But anyways, that's my thought. What do you guys think? Do you think a manga in the Tenchi style, in the Tenchi universe, starring the Beatles would be a good thing or a bad thing? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you'd call this story. I'm thinking the Beatles of Jirai. Alright, until next time, this is American Samurai saying stay safe, stay sane, and I'll see you next time here on Bucky749. Comment, subscribe, and hit the thumbs up if you like it.